What is up, guys? Welcome to our channel. This is day 10 of our Vlogmas videos, and in today's video I'm going to make a potato salad for a Christmas party we're having with friends, or a Christmas get together that we're having with friends. So for that we'll need some potatoes, we'll need some pickle slices that we're going to chop up, some olives that we're also going to chop up, salt and pepper for taste. Obviously, you'll also need a cutting board, your knife, and a container to put in the pickles and the olives prior. We'll start off by peeling, washing, and cutting the potatoes before we put them into the pot to boil. But before we do, make sure you like this video and hit that subscribe button. I normally peel the potatoes right over the counter just because I don't like to use the cutting board afterwards, or for it, since the potatoes are dirty and I can just avoid that extra step, since I am going to be chopping the pickles and the olives there. Also, once I peel the potatoes, I will be cutting them on the cutting board after they are washed. But this is pretty much what it is. Man, looks super white there, but they're huge, so I'm only going to use 7 of them. I don't think I'll need more since it's not a big group, but there's not a lot of us. But if I feel like there might be more than I need, then I'll make the other 2. But I don't think I'll need more than that. The bag itself came with 9 huge potatoes, and I don't know, it just feels like it might be too much. What do you guys normally do as far as traditional dinners for the family? I think I remember when growing up, it was like us as like the Latino / Hispanic family who used to do like tamales, because we didn't want to do like a turkey for dinner, and for Christmas and Thanksgiving. But I know a lot of people do a turkey for Christmas as well. So I guess depending on your family traditions, what it is. This, I guess now we still kind of do tamales. We try to steer away from the turkey still. But for our friends, I was going to say Friendsgiving, but our friends, Friendsmas Party, we are doing, my brother-in-law, in fact, he's making a brisket. I think it's brisket. And then somebody's taking up rice, and then Pete's making beans, which that video should already be up because that was for our Vlogmas day 8. But if you want to know how to make the charro beans, he makes them really good. So make sure you check that video out. I will link it up. And then also somebody else is he's making green spaghetti. So he didn't make a video of that, but honestly, his green spaghetti is the best one that I think a lot of us have ever tasted. I am going to ask him to make it as one of our videos probably soon, because somebody's probably going to ask for it for Christmas as well. Now that we have them all peeled and washed, we'll just go ahead and cut them. But before we do that, I failed to mention that I am also going to use some mustard and mayo. We'll put those aside for now, but cutting the potatoes, normally I will cut it in half. Let me change knives. I will cut this in half. And you don't have to make them too small, but honestly, the smaller, the easier it will be for them to cook once you start boiling them, because it won't need that much time for them. Once we have them all chopped up or all in little cubes, you want to do like maybe around this size. If anything, maybe this one because it's a little smaller. But you'll start putting them in a pot before you fill it up with water. Once you fill the pot up with the potatoes, you're going to put water up maybe an inch right over the potatoes, like higher than what the potatoes are. So let me go ahead and continue cutting these up so that we can get that going. So growing up, this was always my favorite side dish. I think it still is my favorite side dish. Normally I add, not normally because I don't do it anymore, but I used to add egg. But Pete doesn't eat egg. He's not allergic to it. He just doesn't like it. He doesn't eat it at all. So I don't put egg in it anymore. It still tastes good. It just doesn't have the same taste as it used to. So it's just kind of, it's different. But the good thing is that whenever we have like get-togethers with friends, they always ask me to make it. And that's usually the only thing I make, because not that I don't know how to cook, I just rather not. And Pete's normally the one that likes to experiment in the kitchen, and he likes to do different things because, you know, he likes to cook. He grew up cooking, I guess, with his mom. I didn't. And that was, I mean, that's something that I kind of enjoy like having him do, because whenever he's trying like new dishes or new meals, you know, I like to test them out. But there's this little story about about a potato salad. I once had, one of my friends had a birthday party, or it was a party. I don't remember what it was. I think it was a birthday party. And whenever I think of her, I think of this story specifically. But we were so excited, or, you know, we were obviously getting everything for the party, and we were excited because of the mashed potato, how good it was going to turn out. And I was helping her making the mashed potato. I'm not going to take credit for this because this was all her. But, you know, we cut them up. We, you know, put them to quote unquote boil, and, you know, we prepared them, everything, right? So once everything was made, and, you know, she put, you know, the pickles, and, you know, the olives, everything was already done. Like, it was, the potato salad was done. The party was going, and then it was time to eat. And she and I, you know, we tasted the mashed potato, which I don't know why. I mean, the potato salad, and I don't know why we didn't taste it before. Or maybe we did, or maybe she did and didn't notice, or she noticed and she didn't care. I don't know. But the potatoes were almost raw. Like, they didn't cook fully, or they didn't cook, I want to say they didn't cook at all, but since the pieces were so small, I guess they got a little squishy with the water. And she was like, "Don't tell anybody." So I was like, "I'm not eating your potato salad." And that's normally what I always look forward to whenever there's like a barbecue or anything. That's the potato salad. But yeah, whenever I think of her, I think of that story. And I told her, I told her last time, like not too long ago, I messaged her and I was, "Do you remember when this happened?" She's like, "Oh my God." And that was like years ago. It was like, I don't know, a long time ago. Okay, once they're all cut, you put some water. I did already put some water on it. And then you're going to put a little bit of salt to taste. Let me tell you this now. I am not the measuring type of guy when it comes to stuff like this, unless it's something I'm reading out of the box or something I've never made before. But just wing it. That's my thing with cooking. Like, things I already know, I don't measure it. I don't know exactly how much it's going to be. It's just kind of, I put it as I go. And that's the best way to do it, because you're going to know yourself how you like it. And if I tell you certain measurements and it's like incorrect, or tell you how you're tasting it, or how you're liking, then, you know, it's on me. But I'm telling you now, everything is kind of to taste and to your choices, I guess. But yeah, let me put this to boil. You do want to put the stove to either high or medium. I would normally start it off at high, and then just kind of bring it down a little bit, just to make the water start boiling quicker. I did have 3 of them left because they were big, so I was a little scared at first, but now I'm gonna put these aside because we won't need them, and I'll probably use these for breakfast for me and Pete for tomorrow or something. Now let me go ahead and wash these, because we are about to start chopping these up. I feel like there's a better way to cut olives, but I don't know what it is. I've used like one of those choppers before, like you put them in and it chops them up. But honestly, I feel like it does it more than I want them to be chopped up for. Like I don't want them to be like a puree or whatever, but yeah, it does it like way too much. So these, I'm going to just cut them. First I cut them into slices, and then I go back and I just chop it up with the knife. And yes, I wash my hands. I wash my hands constantly. What traditions do you guys normally do for Christmas? Not just dinner, but you know, every family usually has like a Christmas tradition. Our family always plays games, and it's usually here at our house. We alternate with my sister as far as the holidays. There'll be like Thanksgiving at her place, and then Christmas is ours. Christmas at ours. I think since we moved in, Christmas has been at our house, and I kind of enjoy it here because I mean we're here. We don't have to go anywhere, and plus like we kind of just enjoy having our families here. Since normally we don't have a lot of people come over. It's just both of our moms, you know, my dad, my sister, her husband, my nieces, and my brother-in-law's, which is my sister's husband, his parents. It kind of became like a tradition where all three of us have like our parents here, which is, I think it's pretty cool. Actually, all four of us have our parents here with my brother-in-law. So I think that's so cool because I don't think many families do that, and I think, you know, it's either we go to your families or you come to, you know, or you go to yours, or we go to yours or mine or whatever. But with us, it's like it's always together, which I love. And then all of our moms, they get along pretty well. My mom and Pete's mom actually have the same birthday. They share the same birthday. That's kind of all you have to do. Just make sure that there's smaller pieces. If there's big pieces, obviously you have to break them down because you don't want to have bigger pieces into the potato salad. Obviously, I'm doing this the harder way because, hey, I don't have a chopper. I do want to figure out, oh my gosh, let me put this on the side. I do want to figure out what there is that they can use or what I can use to chop these things up. I don't make it all the time, so I don't know if I would need it, but it would probably make the process faster. If I need more, once I add the potatoes, then I will put more. But for now, I think I'll do just that. With the pickles, it's not usually the ones with the sea salt. And mine are like the hamburger slices, but like the dill, these have sea salt. But we had these because we were going to use, we still need to make it, but we're gonna try out the Dr. Pepper challenge, or where you put like pickles in the Dr. Pepper. Oh my God, they're so good. But we never did. And we bought a Dr. Pepper. We bought the pickles. We drank the Dr. Pepper. We didn't try it with the pickles. When we bought another Dr. Pepper, and we you know, it was specifically for that again, we drank the Dr. Pepper. Then we've had the pickles there. Then we're trying not to. I've been trying not to eat them because I love pickles and olives. But you know, then I told Pete, you know what? Let's just forget it. We're just gonna do these, and then whatever, we'll use those. And whenever we're actually going to do it, we need to make sure that we buy the stuff and do it that day. The day that we bought them, we didn't do it because it was already pretty late when we got home. So it was something that we didn't want to bother with. But yeah, they're here. And on the next one, the next pickles that we buy are Dr. Pepper. We will try those. All right, this is the amount of pickles we're doing for now. But like I said, once we put in the potatoes, and if we need more of either the pickles or the olives, then we'll go ahead and put them in there. Now we just have to wait for the potatoes to be ready, and then we will come back. So see you guys in a little bit. Okay, now that the potatoes are out, we're going to transfer them into this. using this one. They've been drained for the most part, but you know, I think they still have some water in the bottom. So I do have one of these spoons that have like the little holes in the bottom. Ooh, you can feel and hear, you can feel and see the steam. But things here, transfer it over. Yeah, it was definitely a lot of potatoes. So we didn't need the other one per se, or we didn't need the other 3 that we were gonna use. So that's a good thing. Let me just transfer this in here. Now we're gonna put in all of our ingredients. Let me get a smaller spoon. I'm gonna use a smaller spoon for the mayo. Okay, mi amor.
I'm gonna just put that to start heating up.
Okay. Like I said, I don't know exactly how much I use. I just kind of wing it. And that's worked for me. So I know a lot of us do that. And it's kind of easier. Just put it in, add. All you do suggest, just add it like in increments of, you know, smaller increments rather than more. You rather add, because once you add it, you can't remove it. So I do put in some pepper. And some salt. And I'll start moving it with the bigger spoon. First, I put in the mayo, the mustard, some salt, pepper. I mix it, and then I put in the pickles and the olives. Because I want the potato to already be mixed and, you know, have everything together. And I think what we put as far as the mayo and the mustard might be like almost perfect. It might need a little more pepper, but this is where we pour in the rest of our ingredients, which in this case is only pickles and olives. And that's all you need, pretty much. You can add egg, like I mentioned. I don't know why. I love eggs. And I normally like eating egg. No, I used to always like eating egg, like boiled eggs. But because he doesn't like them, and I know the smell is gonna, you know, make him feel, you know, gaggy. I don't do it. I don't make them, but I would prefer to eat that in the mornings over anything like egg whites and, you know, I used to make lettuce with tomato and lemon and salt with some egg whites on the side. I used to do that for dinner and sometimes do it for breakfast. But he doesn't like it. But for someone who doesn't like egg, he makes a killer omelet. Although he hasn't made me one in a while. This is like me throwing him a hint that he should maybe like think of making me one. I'm gonna put a little bit of more mustard. But I think the potato is done. Honestly, this is one of the easiest things that you can make. The only thing that will take time would be boiling the potatoes. If you find it easier to boil the water first, that could probably be better. But I like putting the water just a little over the potatoes, and I don't always know how many potatoes I'm gonna use. It just kind of depends on the amount that you're making for. This is definitely more than the 15 people that it's gonna be of us. There's gonna be like 15 of us, including kids. Here it is. Just making it better here, or looking better. And there we have it. There we have our mashed potato, or potato salad. I always keep saying mashed potato, but it's potato salad. I don't know if you can actually see it, but here it is. Just put it here without the lighting. There. It's a lot. Let me see. Taste it out of here. So good. And this is it for today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up and let us know in the comments below what are the recipes you'd like for us to make. I know we want to make a few for the Christmas holiday, so obviously taking advantage of Vlogmas. And yeah, make sure you subscribe to our channel, and we will talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.